I'm feeling shredded today. Okay. Sheesh. Pretty big. So basically, it is literally impossible for me to sit still and just be normal. And I've done this on purpose, you know. Most people, they actually take a lot of comfort blending into the crowd and conforming to the masses, right? It's human nature. But what happens when you brainwash yourself with social media and with music and with the food you eat and the things you tell yourself and the content you create and how hard you train in the gym, and you constantly are programming yourself to believe a set of actions and behaviors is your normal? And what if you did this so much that eventually that just became your life and you could do it effortlessly? That's exactly what I've done. And I may not be perfect, but I am fucking shredded and I have tons of energy all of the time. So at this moment in my life, I'm 22 years old. I have so much potential. I can do whatever I want. But the one thing that is going to guarantee that I don't make any progress is telling myself that I'm the best and that nobody is as good as me and that I'm perfect and that I don't have to improve. Because that's the only thing that I can do that will guarantee that I don't work and that I sit in the same place waiting for success to happen to me. And that's feminine. Women have things happen to them. Google the victim mentality, look it up. Success is not just gonna happen to me, I am going to happen to success. I'm gonna create success. And so far, I have this life that I have. You can hear the crickets. You can hear the bugs. I'm in Florida, I got my screened-in porch. I got my big muscles, I got my tan, got my cigarette, I got my healthy food, but I do not have fame and riches. So what am I avoiding that will make me even more famous and even more influential? And it's just biting the bullet and not expecting my short-term content to be perfect. By waiting and delaying uploading videos, subconsciously I'm telling myself, oh, I think eventually some perfect version of me is going to create videos and it's all going to be amazing one day. And that's a fallacy. So I have to ask myself this question, you know? Obviously, most of the time, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek, right? So, what is it that I'm avoiding? And that is simply giving up the delusion that I am guaranteed to be successful and that I'm always, no matter what, gonna get everything that I want and everything will be perfect and I will just be able to do it effortlessly and I'm special and that I'm destined to be successful, right? But while this is a comforting thought, well, it allows me to delude myself into wasting my time, well, it allows me to convince myself that my time was not wasted, it was invested in becoming this person or having this confidence. At the end of the day, my results are all that matters. The results that my current mindsets have gotten me, it's like, sure, I'm in pretty good shape. Sure, I have freedom of my time, but other than that, I am not financially free yet. And the amount of discipline I have exerted on my life, I've left my parents' house, I've moved to 5 different states for 5 different commission-only sales jobs. I've tried everything under the sun. I've done all the different business models. I've tried everything possible to create a version of my life where I can wake up every single day and trust my instincts and help people and make the world a more shredded place. And now I have exactly what I prayed for. I literally have exactly what I prayed for. There is absolutely nothing stopping me from going onto CapCut, editing a video, putting a bunch of captions and music to attract as much attention as possible, because I know some people that are switched on, that have enough dopamine receptors, that have enough fucking serotonin in their brain, that they will be able to hear my message clearly. And it's ones or zeros. There are people that mindlessly consume, and there are people that consciously create. The government is actively creating more AI technology to enslave you. There is going to be even more advanced, even more powerful, unstoppable technology that is going to make you stuck and even more addicted. You think TikTok is addictive now? Just wait, bro. You think the food they're feeding you is bad now? Just wait. Everything in this universe is evolving. Evolution is the natural state of man. Humans are grandchildren optimizing machines. Nothing else. The reason you love the girl you love is because she's a potential mate, because you think you'd be good together. Your biology, there's a magnetic attraction. God is pulling you. Nature, the universe is pulling you two together like gravity to create offspring. And if the offspring would be weak, there is no physical attraction between men and women. But if the offspring would be strong, grandchildren optimizing machines, then there is a physical attraction. There have been studies clinically proven that when females are on birth control, they lose all sense of attracting a mate that will produce healthy offspring. So basically, what they did was they had a bunch of normal women, natural women, who don't fill their bodies with chemicals and poison, and they were able to actually pick a partner's smell, and they would have some guy work out in a shirt, wear a shirt, take a shirt off, have the women smell the shirt, and most of the time the women would pick the most attractive guy they thought was attractive based on the scent. And it turns out the two biologies lined up to make a healthy child. Do you want to know what happened when the women with birth control were tested? When they were smelling the shirt from the guys working out, the women on birth control, it was completely random. There was no logical sense. There was no magnetic connection for having fertile offspring, or having a strong immune system that would match up for having a powerful children. There was nothing. Women who are taking birth control literally lose all sense of reproduction, and that is designed. And I have to ask you this question. Do you think in the advancing world we're living in right now, it could possibly ever be a bad idea to have more skills, more information, more muscle mass, and more social media followers? You're never going to regret having more social media followers. You're never going to regret having more skills and more capability and learning more things. But you will regret wasting time and allowing yourself to be weaker. There is no such thing as staying in the same place. The only thing that is real is constant motion and evolution. Every minute of every day, your body is trying to return to homeostasis. And if you program yourself enough, and if you have enough delusion and enough self-belief, you can convince your brain that the life you want to create is normal. And then your brain will magically lift the veil, and it will get rid of everything that is not moving you exactly towards that goal. And that will only come if you're moving fast enough, if you do enough push-ups, if you drink enough coffee, if you go to the gym, if you fucking never give up, you type racist shit on Twitter all day, you dedicate yourself to becoming the most compelling, influential, magnetic version of yourself. That's the only way to do it. The placebo effect is the only thing that's real, bro. Do you really think the government has clinically proven studies that a sugar pill, sucrose, is clinically proven to cure cancer when they tell the patient in a placebo trial that it's going to cure them? Do you understand? It's the belief that makes it real. And every single time I tell myself, oh, I think I'm going to get successful and it's going to be easy and effortless and I'm destined to get it, all I'm saying is that I don't deserve it because I'm not going to work for it. everything must be earned. So, all of your experiences are relative, bro. You can go through life on easy mode and live in constant reward and live in comfort and have no stress, and you'll be insecure and unfulfilled. Or you can live life on hard mode, you can delay gratification, you can create a version of yourself who literally cannot fail, who doesn't believe in failing. So get more strategy.